Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day or evening or afternoon, wherever you're watching this recording. So this is a recording of my Zoom that I am here teaching about savvy ingredients, the laundry room, because our ingredients are really going to affect our body. So my name is Gina Collins, and I really love to educate people on ditching those toxins because through my own experience and my own health and wellness journey, I discovered that my whole childhood, really, I had sinus infection, flu, pneumonia, right? But I had all of that due to toxins that were grandfathered in 1976. I, of course, learned that later, and so did my mom, and just all of the things. Speaking of my mom, she did raise my family to eat healthy. Like, we went to farmers markets, natural grocers, did the organic thing before it was a huge thing. And now, like, that knowledge is out there, right? So it's just and also like alternative medicines, Chinese medicine, acupuncture, chiropractic. Like, we did a lot of amazing things, but I still was sick all the time. And reflecting back, and then just through my own health and wellness journey and looking at all of the things, it really boiled it down to toxins. It also messed with my skin as well. So we're going to chat and just focus on the laundry room and some toxins to avoid there. Now, I'm not going to go over all of them. Because there's quite a bit. And I do encourage you to look at your labels, read those labels. Actually, I realized I didn't ask my live people. All of you are probably live. Alive, right? No, but are you, feel free to comment below on YouTube as well. And for those on Zoom chat, are you a label reader, right? Do you read your labels? Are you interested in reading your labels? Maybe you're similar to my story where you just, you've been sick your whole childhood, or you've been sick, maybe it was just a recent thing. The thing with these toxins, they bioaccumulate in our body, and sometimes people are fine, and then 1 minute or like, years later, after years of using it, like 30 years or 40 years, they're just not, right? Think of it almost like developing an allergy. Like, sometimes you're like, okay, well, now I'm all of a sudden allergic to this. Well, that's weird, right? It's similar to that, except for it's toxins. And for me, it just makes sense because there's so many natural solutions, which we'll definitely get into. So I know for me, I was so happy when I found these solutions because I was sick and tired of really being sick and tired. So if you're in that realm, then awesome. So one of the ingredients to remove is quartz. And quartz are quartz are quaternary aluminum compounds. So quaternary aluminum compounds, and the problem is that they have an inflammatory reactions and create dermatitis. Really, like, when it breaks down, it can form formaldehyde, which is a carcinogen. And where are you going to find it? So obviously, I'm talking about the laundry room, right? So it's going to be in fabric softeners, but it's also in antibacterial household cleaners, hair care products, and skincare products, which is just not okay, right? So we want to make sure not to use these quaternary ammonium compounds, quartz, QUATS. And then sodium lauryl sulfate. So sodium lauryl sulfate is a common skin, eye, and lung irritant. So the lungs is also like a huge thing. To my knowledge, because I really don't know my biological father's side of the family that well, but to my knowledge, I'm the only one in my family who has asthma. Well, I should say a diagnosis of asthma. Technically, I'm not even supposed to live at the altitude I live at without having an inhaler and just being on all sorts of stuff. But I'm not. because I take care of my health and wellness and make sure I'm taking my Super C and making sure that I am using the essential oils to help me. So yeah, there's solutions. I use a lot of RC and Breathe Again or Raven. Those are kind of my go-to. Now, back to sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium lauryl sulfate. It is like literally a chemical sulfate. It's an emulsifier and a foaming agent. Literally, it just makes things foam. Like really, and people just, they associate the foam with cleaning. We've literally been indoctrinated into that. Like, so with our Thieves dish soap, you can cut it and add baking soda, and then it's gonna, and warm water, and it'll foam more. Literally, like the cool thing, I know we're in laundry room, but I'm gonna talk about dishes for a second. And this does relate to laundry room though, so bear with me. This is where my mind is going. So with my sponge does not smell gross. A lot of other sponges, and you know, I go to people's houses and sometimes actually don't really do the dishes anymore because I'm like, I can't. I also get headaches. I am very sensitive to toxins. So that's why I don't really do the dishes at someone else's house unless they have to use dish soap, then I'll do the dishes. So if you want me to come and, you know, be helpful in that way, I will carry the dishes. I will help clear the table and put things away. Anyways, so we really want to ditch that sodium lauryl sulfate. It is not good for you. It is a carcinogen. It's a nitrosamines, right? It's just creating and will react with other toxins. So it's a no bueno. And then chlorine. You guys are probably like, wait, what? It really does mess with your respiratory system. And it also has the potential of a thyroid disruption. Now, my mom was using a lot of chlorine and bleach. This was before we knew about the ingredients and being ingredient savvy. When we were moving and selling our house in Florida, which was actually quite a big home. And then she finally, when she moved out, she got a diagnosis of a thyroid issue. Just saying, she did a lot of cleaning. I mean, she cleaned before. And remember, bioaccumulation, right? Sometimes we're just using these products, or you're like, I've used them my whole life. Like sometimes I hear that from people, I've used this my whole life. Why do I all of a sudden have this issue? And I'm like, bioaccumulation. Literally, toxins will get stuck in the fatty tissues of our body. Hence, usually our skin, which is for me why I also had that skin issues. Skin issues also gut health connection too, but we'll talk about that later. I'm happy to talk with you one-on-one on that as well. And the word to completely avoid, and you better go and check your ingredients and throw everything out. I don't really care how much you spent on it. Your future self will thank you, trust me. But it's your body, and I get it. Like, either way, fragrance. The word fragrance. Anything with the word fragrance, I highly recommend you to ditch. There could be over thousands of ingredients in there, and those companies do not have to tell you what's in it because it's their proprietary blend. They can literally have formaldehyde in there and they won't have to tell you. It's just not okay to me. I want to know what are in all of my products. Especially since in 1976, over 65,000 toxins were grandfathered in, and most of them are still on our shelves. In any grocery store, I don't care if it's a Whole Foods or like a natural grocer, or any of those stores, I do my best to avoid the toxic aisle is what I call it. Because I don't want to get a headache. If I need to go, for whatever reason, there's one of the stores near me that like puts the sponges in the middle of that aisle. And I'm like, okay. So I hurry up and quickly go and grab it. I put on some peppermint maybe or something, and I run back. It's literally what I do. So yeah, you really want to avoid them. Why? Because it's messing with your endocrine system. right? Your endocrine, these toxic ingredients that were grandfathered in 1976 are mostly endocrine disruptors. And so your endocrine system, your hormones play actually a really huge role in the body, multiple roles. So we really want to make sure that we are ditching those toxins, because then we're going to have a better mood. We're going to have more energy. Dude, the conversations I have with people, it's kind of crazy. The amount of, oh, I'm tired, or I don't, I'm exhausted, or like, oh, right. I know so many people that need more energy. This will help, as well as better looking skin, immune support, because your endocrine system is also an aspect of your immune system. So you can see how really the whole body just works so synergistically and perfect together. And we really need to pay attention to the signs that our body is giving us that something isn't working right. And really ditching those toxins is really going to help. So that's like the bad news. I gave you all the bad news, all the things to avoid. Go and like write those down, look it up, look at the ingredients on your list, and do some research yourself. I highly recommend you to do some research yourself. So what do I use and why do I use it? The reason why I use what I use is because I literally, like I said, I used to get sick all of the time. Now my immune system is great. And I literally have solutions on hand, as well as we have great supplements. And all of this is with Young Living Essential Oils. So this is a book that talks about our seed to seal process. We have over 15 farms internationally. We have a new farm in Okinawa, Japan. And it's such an amazing company. This is a full book of our seed to seal process from the beginning. We're over 27 years. And it's just amazing. It literally has changed my life. So that is why I educate on it. That's why I talk about essential oils. It's natural. It's so easy to use. Literally, all you have to do if you're using essential oils is just take a drop. That's it. Drop it. Read the label. Some of you need a carrier oil. This one you don't. It's Lady Scleral. It's for my hormone support, one of my hormone oils. You can smell it. You can diffuse it. You do a little scent tent, smell it, right? Take a few deep breaths. If you have an essential oil, I encourage you to grab one and do that with me, right? You can wear them as a perfume, as a fragrance without the toxic. I get so many compliments on how amazing I smell. And you can smell amazing too. I have a great aroma, just like waft. And they're calming. So calming, but also like they're calming, but they can also be energizing. It's just so cool. So that's why I love Young Living, is because it works. I've literally improved my life, my mindset, my attitude, right? My relationships. It's just so cool. Now, back to laundry room. We have Thieves Laundry Soap. So this is like our line. Now, you might be like, girl, that's like tiny. It's like the size of your head. Great. But it's ultra concentrated with an HE, right? So it's 6 times ultra concentrated. You only need a quarter of a capful of like this part of the cap, right? Pretty sure it's 1 tablespoon. Yeah. So for standard conventional, it is a half a cap, right? So it is a half a cap for if you don't have an HE. It's a quarter of a cap for HE loads. Now you can use more or less, right? This is free from sodium sulfate, dyes, petrochemicals, formaldehyde, phosphates, synthetic perfumes, and optical brighteners. It is free from all of those toxic things, and you can go and look more up on those as well. And it works. The other cool thing is there's a way, and I'll show you, it's really easy to make this concentrate and still work as a concentrate into 3. So you have those 64 loads times 3. And all you do is you have warm water, and you might need to do this in stages. Warm water, and I usually just use 1 capful. Now, some of you might have, and I'm pretty sure a farm mom with 2 boys, young children. So they're still learning they like to play in the dirt and all that. She only uses 1 capful with adding the warm water, right? But hey, if you know that you're going to have a lot of stains or whatnot, you can do 2 capfuls in each one, right? So you're basically taking the concentrate, you're splitting it into a third, right? Adding the warm water, and then 1 capful of Thieves household cleaner, put the lid on it, shake it all up, right? And voila. There you have an extended version of laundry soap that's toxic free. You guys, seriously, you are going to save the planet, your family so much by using these toxic free products and ditching the toxins and using these products, right? Now, stain remover. Oh, fabric softener. Totally almost forgot. I'm going to mention this because I didn't grab the container. So you can use the Thieves fruit and veggie soak as a fabric softener. Just 2 of the little capfuls of, it's a tiny capful, believe it or not, just 2 of them as a fabric softener. And then you also change a little bit of the aroma of your laundry, right? Or you can also just use white vinegar. Literally, white vinegar is great as a fabric softener, and it's super reasonable. So if you are looking to make sure you're within a budget, there you go. Those are your options. Also though, with the Thieves laundry or the Thieves fruit and veggie soak, you have 1 product that does 2 functions, right? Similar to the dish soap. And this is why I have this here. It does your dishes. I also use it as a stain remover. It's amazing for a stain remover, even on white stuff. Now, obviously you want to, like any stain, put it on there ASAP, right? Act quickly. And I don't really carry my dish soap with me. As I mentioned with the dishes, I don't really carry my dish soap with me. So the other thing you can do is lemon essential oil. Lemon essential oil is going to be great. You can use that as a first activator. I always have lemon essential oil with me because I also put lemon vitality into my water. So there's always a lemon oil. Now, the other thing is, if you're like, okay, but I don't want my Thieves smells, it has like almost a Christmassy smell because it's cinnamon bark, clove, eucalyptus, lemon. My brain is going rosemary. So that is the Thieves. That's what it is going to smell like. So if you're like, hey, I need to change it up a little bit, pine essential oil, literally awesome. The other thing that you can do is like you can keep the aroma of the laundry soap fine or the same, and then use wool dryer balls. So the wool dryer balls are also going to remove those toxic dryer sheets. Dryer sheets are very toxic. You can either get reusable wool dryer balls. You can easily find them on Amazon. Young Living usually also does like a thing around Christmas time with wool dryer balls. That's where I got mine. I just, and then you can add like pine or stress away or vanilla, lavender, right? You can either add these either to the wool dryer balls or create a different aroma for your laundry soap and then like put it on the bottle with a Sharpie. That's it. Or like on the side, wherever is easiest for you. Another few that I like to use is geranium or ylang-ylang, and I just mix it up. Change it up, right? And have it in my laundry room area so I can, and there are a few other ones that you can use. I will actually have a few extra on the link that I'm going to put out as well. So that's it, really. You want to make sure you're ditching those toxins because it's going to so be better for the environment, your energy level, your family. It's amazing. So amazing. The other cool thing is we have a whole Thieves line. So I'm just going to briefly show you in case you're like, oh, I'm going to get the Thieves bundle. Then here's this. This does come with a pump. This is the Thieves foaming hand soap. And there's a great story behind Thieves. During the 15th century, a band, is the 15th or the 13th? Oh, one of those centuries, and you can go and check on the Young Living website, and I'll probably post the info below and on the YouTube description. But either way, they were robbing, and they were able to have an amazing, they never got sick, like during that century. You can look up what was happening, right? It's pretty awesome. There's a mouthwash. There's different types of toothpaste. It's just really a cool thing. And then with the Thieves household cleaner, you can also make different cleaning solutions for your countertops, for your toilet, for your just cleaning your bathroom in general, right? Different solutions. This capful will make an all-purpose solution, which is like, so this will last you quite a while and literally is as cheap or cheaper than the Dollar Tree. So, and there's no toxic products in there, which is awesome because that's going to help you with the energy, the immune system, right? I hope you guys can see the benefit of just using these products every single day, right? And just so you know, like there are other like pines, cedarwood, and pine is a really grounding essential oil. So maybe if you need some sort of like calming, maybe if you have a really stressful job, right? Or you can also use Stress Away in your laundry soap or your dryer balls, whichever one is best. Like there are different reasons to use each essential oil. And if you're a little bit confused or you want to know more, check out for YouTube, check out my other videos, or message me, contact me. Let's have a conversation. I'm here to help you and your family really thrive. So I hope you can see the benefit of removing those toxins, right? We all want a better immune system, better sustainable environments, just all of the things, right? And can you see the benefit of making sure that you are using these products every day, right? And can you see the benefits of how quick and easy and time saving, and you're saving money, y'all, literally saving money. And there's more with that too. And then can you see the benefit of joining my team? I'm really here to empower you to live a toxic-free life. Also to help you have a better energy, better mood, immune system, really you name it. This has changed my life so much. And that is why I do what I do. And I envision and I help my community feel amazing every single day. Because we should, because we're here to live our lives to the fullest. At least that's my belief. So really, there's like a good, better, best. If you're like, okay, I'm just going to try some laundry soap. I'm going to get some laundry soap. Then that's a good way. You're going to pay retail. You will pay 24% more. The better way is to grab 100 PV or the Thieves bundle, and you will save the 24%. Now, the best way is to grab these items on a loyalty order, because then you're going to start earning points for free products. And now with the loyalty order, it's a monthly beautiful wellness commitment. You can start and stop at any point in time. Young Living also has personal care products. We have makeup. We have animal care products, supplements. All of these are toxic free, and they all live by our seed to seal commitment. So it's science, sourcing, and standards. They all have a science, sourcing, and standard background. Oh, the other cool thing. That's me planting lavender. So I planted lavender on the Milne, Utah farm. I've also planted clary sage, Roman or German chamomile, and helichrysum. I think I'm forgetting one, but that's okay. So that's it. Join, grab the items, use the link below. For those of you live, I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you so much for those of you on YouTube for watching this, and have a beautiful rest of your day.